Okay, so welcome to CST-158. This is going to be a quick video, hopefully a quick video for an overview of Lab 4 installing of DNS on your static Server 2019 box. So here's the lab steps from the lab manual. I'm just going to quickly run through a lot of these in my 2019 box. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close down Server Manager. I'm going to bring up PowerShell. So I'm just going to type in I'm going to click on the window, type in PowerShell. It's the first one that comes up. Go into the PowerShell terminal. There we go. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do this first install Windows Feature DNS. I'm just going to copy it. Get rid of this little tab over here. And I'm going to paste it. If that does not work, that's okay. I will just type it in manually. I guess I thought I had VM tools running on this. I guess I don't. All right, so install dash there. That should do it. That is the one-liner to install DNS. For those of you who are doing this in NetLab, you're going to run into problems because NetLab does not have internet connectivity. Run through the process, run through the commands, take screenshots of your results after each command. That will suffice for this lab. For those of you who are doing it on your VMs that you had previously set up, that's fine too. This is like one of his first screenshots. Anything where you get an exit code of success, that's winning 101. So do that. And after it's installed, we're going to go ahead and get the Windows feature DNS. All right, which is the next command. Get dash all right, and that's basically just going to show you the state of the tools. So DNS server is installed and the tools are installed. So that's just a check, a sanity check, basically. All right. Now, in the next step number 4, we're going to configure the internal server network interface to use itself for DNS name resolution by typing the set DNS service address. All right, so you need to make sure that your interface is named Ethernet 0. How can I do that? I need to come down here and I can just right click on my network and open network and internet settings. And I want to click on Ethernet and let's go ahead and change adapter options. Yep, it's named Ethernet 0. So where you find this little icon with the Ethernet cable, that is your network, that is your interface name, Ethernet 0. So we want to ensure that we are using the correct name. I'm going to keep this up because I'm going to need it here in a little bit for this next command. So set dash DNS client address space dash alias Ethernet 0 space server address 127.0.0.1 comma no space 192.168.10.200. Now that make sure that last IP is the IP of your server. So this is why I kept this up here, is because I can go into this and right click properties, go to IPv4 properties. And lo and behold, that is not the IP address of my server. Okay. So if you made a change with Network Editor when you did your install, all right, and you changed your network to more closely match your VMware network, or if you did not change your VMware network to match the the lab, you just need to make sure that it's apples for apples. So you see how my third octet is 1, and in here I have it as 10. If I did this command, it would not work. So ensure that they match. Okay, ensure that they match. So since my network is .1, I'm going to make this command .1. I'm just going to switch. I'm just going to shift my topology a little bit. Okay, so that's a key piece that you could get tripped up on. All right, there we go. That took that. And now I can do a ipconfig all. And see that my DNS settings are correct here. So DNS servers, look, 127.0.0.1, 192.168.1.200. Yep, we're all set. Okay, verify DNS functionality by typing DNS lookup. Again, this will only work if you are using, if you're not in NetLab. If you're in NetLab, this will not work. Okay. And this is where you're going to come into a little bit of a problem because it's going to fail out on you. So this is the one piece that I forgot to put into the lab. Okay. I need to set up a DNS forwarder. All right. I need to set up a DNS forwarder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Server Manager. Now that I have DNS installed, all right, there it is. There's DNS. I'm going to go ahead and right click on this. Why are we being so obstinate here? All right, DNS Manager. Let's go into DNS Manager and click on our server. Okay, you do your forward and reverse lookup zones here. That's a little bit later on in configuring it in the next step. But we need to first off set up our DNS forwarder. So if I come in here and I look at properties, here we go. So I right click on that and go to properties and I click forwarders. I have no forwarders there at all. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this and I'm going to add a forwarder. So the IP address I need to get for Google is 8.8.8.8. And I'll attempt to resolve. I can also put in like 4.2.2.2. There, unable to resolve. So all right, so it resolved 4.2.2.2. It was not able to resolve 8.8.8.8. That's okay. So I click on that, I click apply, I click OK. And now if I go back to PowerShell, and try my NS lookup, it actually resolved it down here. You ignore that error. See how it timed out here, didn't do anything. Now it was able to resolve it. So that will get you your internet. That should get you your internet access. Okay, so make sure that the IPs match up and make sure that you get your DNS forwarder configured correctly. And last piece of the lab is to set up your forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. So we'll do that real quick. All right. So expand the forward lookup zone here. And we're going to right click and click on new zone. And then we're going to click next in the wizard. It is going to be a primary zone. We're going to click next. The zone name that I have in the lab is fakezone.com. Not command. That was a little bit of a mistake there. I didn't put a space. Fakezone.com. All right, and click next. Accept the defaults for the rest of the wizard. Okay, create that. Do not allow dynamic updates. And finish. Take a screenshot of that so I know that you have that in there. Now we're going to do our reverse lookup zone. A reverse lookup zone should be created for the subnet on the left and right click reverse lookup zone and click new zone. So right click here, new zone, click next. Again, it is going to be a primary zone. It is going to be IPv4 lookup zone. And then the network ID that you put in here should be 192.168.10, .200. We're the primary zone creator for it, so it'd be the IP address of this server, whatever that IP address is. So 192.168.1.210 in my case, or .1. Sorry, .1. It's a subnet. It's not the exact. It's not the exact IP. So 192.168.1 in my case. If you have .10, again, you should have gotten that when you looked up your IPv4 settings. All right, we're going to click next. Now create a new file with the file name. It auto populates this for you. And we're going to specify www for the name. So here, we're going to get rid of that. Oh, wait, no, we're going to keep that. I'm sorry. I'm reading ahead here. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep that, and we're going to finish. So there we go. Next, right click fakezone.com right here. And we are going to choose a new host record right here, new host record. Click on that. And the name is going to be www. And its IP address will be the IP address of this box. All right. That's it. We're going to add that host. Now, it was successfully created. We're going to click done. And now we see that that is there. Take a screenshot of that. Now, if we go back to PowerShell, and we click on, or we type in NS Lookup, and the IP address, in case it's -.1.200. Again, make sure you're straight on the, all right. And it is not coming up with your name. Oh, hold on.
You put 10.
I put 10 where?
Previous screen. Fake.
I got it. I sure did. It's all right. If you make a mistake, you can come back here and correct it. Thank you for that. And apply and OK. That'll fix it. Might have to recycle it. But that is correct. Also do this. So dash A. It's the old school way of doing it. Yeah. It might not come up because it's going to come up as a local machine, but that's okay. If you don't get the DNS or the NS lookup, that's fine. There it is.
Flash.
There it is. There it is. I got it. So if you do the NS lookup from a command prompt, that's fine. You can also do it from PowerShell. I'm doing the name, not the IP. So that will work fine. And that's it. And then answer the questions and you're done. So that's lab 4 for 158. Thanks for your time. And we'll see you in lab 5.